Lake Pend Oreille. At nearly 1,200 feet deep and 90,000 surface acres, it's home to a host of popular fisheries.
Awesome.
Bull trout, West Slope cutthroat trout, and mountain whitefish are native to the lake. Lake trout were introduced in 1925. Kokanee arrived in the 1930s, and Girard rainbow trout were introduced in 1941. Bass made their first appearance in the 1990s. And now, walleye and northern pike are the newest fish to become established in Lake Pend Oreille. As each new fish species arrived in the lake, anglers discovered new fishing opportunities.
The Lake Pend Oreille fishery is constantly changing. Our challenge is to try to adjust our management as those changes occur and try to provide a balance out here so that we're meeting our fishery objectives and providing the fishing opportunity that the public wants.
The question is, how do you manage a growing number of predatory fish species and provide for the continued survival of their primary prey? Kokanee.
So kokanee are really the foundation of today's Lake Pend Oreille fishery. There are 7 different predators in the lake that rely on kokanee for at least a part of their diet, some more than others, but that predation pressure on kokanee forces us to really pick and choose which species that we can manage for and which we need to manage against so that that kokanee food supply can support predation, recreational angling, and be sustainable into the future.
3 fish in particular, lake trout, walleye, and northern pike, pushed managers to make tough decisions. These fish not only put additional pressure on kokanee, they also proved to be incompatible with the survival of other fish species. A thriving lake trout population seriously threatened kokanee survival in the 1990s and early 2000s.
Lake trout have been part of the fishery for decades, but they existed at very low abundance until the late 1990s, after mysis shrimp allowed their population to really expand. So with an abundant mysis food supply, juvenile lake trout survival increased, the lake trout population rapidly expanded, and with the additional predation from lake trout on kokanee, it led to the collapse of the kokanee population.
Collapse of the kokanee threatened the entire Lake Pend Oreille fishery. To save it, Fish and Game called on anglers and a commercial fishing operation to harvest lake trout. Fewer lake trout allowed the kokanee population to recover. But then, 2 more top-tier predatory fish arrived.
Walleye and northern pike have become part of the equation in Lake Pend Oreille. Both resulted from illegal introductions upstream in Montana. Every time we add predation from a new species, it makes it more challenging to support the kokanee population. In addition, we have concerns about walleye having predation impacts on other fish that we're managing for, such as rainbow trout, bull trout, West Slope cutthroat trout.
Experience of other western waters demonstrates that if walleye and northern pike populations are allowed to grow unchecked, they become a threat to numerous fish species in a lake.
Walleye are very diverse in their diet, and so they will be opportunistic and take advantage of a lot of different species, and in particular, cold water fish, such as rainbow trout, bull trout, West Slope cutthroat trout.
That's what we're trying to remove.
To sustain Lake Pend Oreille's fishery, fish managers actively control these new predator populations. Anglers are part of this effort.
An important thing for anglers to understand is, although we manage against lake trout, walleye, and northern pike, we're just trying to manage them at low density, not eliminate them completely from the lake. That's an exceptionally difficult thing to do and frankly just not realistic. There will continue to be angling opportunity for those 3 species in the lake under our current management. And we rely on anglers to be part of the equation to keep those fish at low densities.
For fish managers, the end game is to create a balance in Lake Pend Oreille, one that maintains a diverse and compatible fishery while meeting the needs of the fishing public.
It would be great to have it all and be able to manage for every species that gets established in the lake, but that just isn't reality, and the biology doesn't allow for it. You can only support a certain biomass of fish in a particular water body. All these fish interact differently with one another, and so we have to make some hard choices at times and understand which species we can continue to provide long-term angling opportunity for without threatening the sustainability of the fishery.